Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, December 27, 2022. Magical transits now improve communications and transportation systems in your life. There can be solid opportunities for presenting your ideas, or your influence and powers of persuasion are enhanced. Relationships with siblings and neighbors might get a boost, and they can be a source of happiness. There is good energy for coming to a greater understanding of a special someone in your life through conversation. Emotional blocks are unclogging this week, and it can be a nice release. You're gathering more inspiration and determination to take charge and do something about problem areas. Aim to go forward with fewer misconceptions and more self-honesty. As the mighty moon dances through the brightening night sky, you'll be feeling the pressures around work on your mind, but also home and family. She will momentarily stand perched at the crown of your sky in your solar 10th house of achievement. This will spotlight the hard work you need to do, which could be taking your attention away from responsibilities to your partner, children, or domestic life, even though it's Christmas. Be in touch with them emotionally and discuss how you're feeling about the pressures of the job. If you open up, they'll better understand where you're coming from. What will you be recognized for? As the moon enters quirky Aquarius today, it will illuminate your career path, professional status, and accomplishments. For better or for worse, this lunation will be the time to step into the spotlight. Instead of trying to control the narrative, you should consider embracing the opportunity to shine for all the unique facets and aspects of your career path. Consider this the perfect time to accept that you might be well known for something off the beaten path in your professional arena. It is okay to stand out. Having the moon in your career sector over Christmas is creating a distraction that allows your subconscious to quietly download information. Yet as the moon makes its last friendly aspect to Mars while the warrior planet of the cosmos is in retrograde motion in your income sector, you may find some of that old fighting spirit is coming back, especially when it comes to fighting for what you deserve. The current planetary configuration impels you to examine your life with a healthy perspective. You could be working on a plan of how you would like to live your life over the next 25 years. You must endeavor to make your health choices consciously, for your bodies is the very structure in which you live. Give yourself all the help you need in figuring out what works best for you in terms of diet and exercise and create a balance that enhances your well-being. After all the frantic preparations, the time for some quiet thought and introspection is at hand. Consider your faith system and the strength that it brings to you. If you engage in prayer, take some time for this. Meditation is also a powerful way to connect with your psyche and to understand yourself better. By taking this time, you bring greater peace to yourself, along with less stress and better physical health. Give yourself a chance to process your holiday experiences. Having the moon in your career sector over Christmas doesn't mean keeping your professional hat over the holiday period. Instead, whether on holiday or working through, the moon is speaking to your intuition, instincts, and imagination as it connects with planets across the income, work, and career fronts, feeding information back to your subconscious that you can download later. This is more a glimpse of what you can expect from 2023, which is now just around the corner. When the moon left an adventurous part of your chart yesterday, it not only wrapped up the last new moon of 2022, but its only visit while Venus, the planet of love, is here. This has given the spirit of romance and adventure a boost just as there is a sense of urgency setting in. Knowing that she will leave in the new year, this is something that Venus wants you to embrace during her remaining 8 days here. Our eyes in the sky. Holiday stress could make balancing emotions and partnerships difficult today, so avoid getting snippy with your partner. You might also feel as though your self-care has been put on hold, so try to find those moments when you can connect with your breath and find your zen. This will be especially important for anyone in charge of arranging holiday meals or festivities, so be extra gentle with yourself if you're carrying a heavy load of responsibilities. Things come together in your house of money and values this week. It may explain why, even though there are certain opportunities coming your way, Some of them require more work or more education than you currently have or have time for. Don't worry. You're facing a time when you need to focus on the politics of your job. Take the boss out to lunch. Luckily, this energy begins to dissipate with a supportive connection between the Aquarius moon and Jupiter. The atmosphere becomes dreamier and less stressful, so don't be afraid to relax for a bit. If you're celebrating the holidays, this is a great time to connect with the children in your family. You'll feel like a child yourself as you share in all the excitement they experience. Feel free to indulge in a little playtime, and allow the light-hearted energy to waft through your household. You have a host of astrological aspects to choose from this week, many of which affect your work and money. First, your relationships could possibly be less than stable. You may need to count on someone else for that loan you'd hoped for. Aspects in your house of large institutions like banks and the IRS indicate you should be careful what you say and how you say it. The moon continues its journey through Aquarius until tomorrow, so take a minute to appreciate any presents you've received in the last few days, and think of ways you can give back to your community. The cosmic weather is quiet today until the Aquarius moon trines Mars in Gemini, engendering confidence. We are inspired to champion collaborative projects, surrounding ourselves with people who share our vision of the future. However, Mars is still retrograde, suggesting that we avoid going full steam ahead. Our initiatives are worth the effort, but our success will depend upon timing, and the timing is less than ideal. What we lack in energy, we will more than make up for creatively. Brainstorming is the best use of our time, so start spitballing. Devise conceptual ideas that you are not married to. Continue to adapt your plans as the occasion calls for it. Sensible strategizing helps us to know when to take the lead and when to pass the baton. This week is about the exciting yet somewhat daunting activity in your communication sector, asking you to become more professional in your way of speaking. Although things may feel tense, it's an excellent opportunity to go deeper into spiritual practices like meditation and yoga, especially if they help you process new ideas that can eventually earn you more money. In the evening, the moon sextiles Chiron in Aries, offering healing. As the moon transits Aquarius, our emotions err on the side of the rational. We don't jump to conclusions. So, when we encounter a triggering situation, our first reaction may be to not react at all. Instead, we check ourselves and try to understand the mechanism behind our anxieties. We can look at our problems objectively, and choose whether to address them or release them. Through our choices, we set an example for others. Our approach has a ripple effect within our community, inspiring our friends and family likewise to confront and release their own pain in healthy ways.